right, welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, X7, your purveyor of paleontological pastimes. That one works. And the host of Zenorama, the podcast of Heroes and Monsters. Today we are going to be talking about doing a redo, if you will, of The Wonderful Egg by Dahlov Ipcar. We did this way back, millions of years ago, it seems like. And I know how to do things better now. So... But before we get into it, please like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this book. Let me know if you think it's better than the original one. It was way back in the 200s, maybe. If I can, I'll link it at the end. And just let me know. And if you could watch till the end, it'd be great. Shouldn't be too long. The book is not very long, but it is wonderful, and I just love it. So, having said all that, are you ready to dig into it? Let's rock and roll.
Rampaging in an unsuspecting world, living creatures from the dawn of time. What havoc will they wreak? What lives will they destroy? What depths of panic and terror will they create? Dinosaurus, the most amazing, astounding, astonishing adventure of them all, beyond anything your mind can imagine, never before seen on the screen.
You know, I could just pretend that I'm pulling this right out of my vast library that you don't see back there because that's fake. All right, this is my copy of the book. I have reviewed it again, as I said a little earlier. There's the back there. It runs a whopping, I don't even think it has page numbers. It's not very long. But let's just pretend you've never seen it. This was the first dinosaur book my sainted mother ever rented from the Kaiser Public Library. Might be the only dinosaur book she ever rented from the Kaiser Public Library in West Virginia. And it took me years to find it. Thank you to Vintage Paleontological Art on Facebook. The group popped up. This is a redo by Flying Egg Books, and I bought it as soon as I saw it. It was released in 2017 when Dahlov Ipcar was still alive. And the book was originally printed in 1958. A hand-picked color palette and traditional printing techniques. It's just wonderful. They did such a great reproduction of it. And I just wanted to do it a little more justice now that I know a little more about what I'm doing. So, having said all that, we'll get into, you'll see most of the pictures, but I did cut out some here and there. And there's a special guest star. Well, at least her toes are in it. Right. So, it is Wednesday, so that is why we're doing a book review. So there is just a lovely, that's the cover. There's my cover. You open it up, that's the inside. This tells you everything that I told you just previously. Meanwhile, you go, it's got a dust jacket, and there's the inside. It's just, this book is a widescreen book. That is very just obvious there. It's long, especially when you open it up, it gets even longer. It's perfect for kids, especially younger ones. I must have been probably 5 years old when I first saw this book. And for years, I thought it was called The First Egg and could not find a copy of it. So I'm kind of envious of Bobby, who wanted dinosaur pictures, but I certainly have drawn a lot of dinosaur pictures of my own in the last 5+ decades. Yes, you will be able to find it. And it's just evocative. I mean, these actually look pretty true to what they would have been, and then the dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals do not. Long, long ago, imagine, if you will. There it is. So you've got sauropods and all sorts of animals that didn't exist at the same time hiding out. But that's just, I mean, this is for kids. Right there, you at upper in the upper right hand corner, you can see a little polydactyl princess paw. Pretty impressed that I got that out. That would be Hex, my newest, the youngest one, who decided she needed to help. She there's her shadow, and I think that is her nose. But there it is, the wonderful egg of the book. I have there she is. Was it a bron? So the whole mystery is what egg is it? Brontosaurus, of course, it's in the water, but its tail's up a bit, and it's not fully in the water. They probably did walk through water on occasion, but they didn't live in it. There's our Triceratops, the Stegosaurus. So none of the Stegosaurus, there's more time between a Stegosaurus and a Triceratops than a Triceratops and me, or Hex, as the case may be. And there is just a villain there, Stegron, Vincent Stegron, and he turned himself into a Stegosaurus mutate with, for some reason, somehow. He's a lot, well, Stegron, the dinosaur man. And that is Kurt Connors, his son Billy, and his wife, whose name I'm drawing a blank at. Kurt Connors is, of course, the lizard, one of Spider-Man's original foes. Still hasn't been done right in live action yet. And there is, it's Tudu. So I was programmed at a young age to like art pterosaurs. There he is himself. And I do have something else to add right here. Let's do that, shall we? I cannot wait to review Johnny Quest. I just love that show. Anyway, look, it's an ornithomimus or a struthiomimus or a gallimimus, but look at how it's up. Its tail is off the ground. It's actually correct, which is amazing for a 1958 book. So the one over here is not, but I didn't conclude that. And there's my beloved Elasmosaurus. Oh my gosh, I love them so much too. As we know, there's a Zednek Burian painting. And then we've got, the T-Rex. There he is, along with the wine holder that my sainted mother uses. And I just like that. There's a Trachodon. Now that's nomen dubia. So they're hadrosaurs and other various and assorted things. And it's now look at these. This is a Corythosaurus, another duck-billed dinosaur with a strange head. Unfortunately, that means there isn't one of these. Sorry, Lil, but you know what that means. Whenever there's a Pachycephalosaurus in here, that means something.
But I can. Pachycephalosaurus charge!
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm having the best time recording this. There's a Parasaurolophus in the water, of course, because they all were at the time. And there's a Mosasaurus along with Hex's, I want to say her right thumb and her left back foot. But there it is. Was it a Tylosaurus egg? No, because they gave birth live, much like Elasmosaurus or Plesiosaurus did. Tylosaurus is a member of the Mosasaur family. Elasmosaurus, Plesiosaurs. In fact, if you noticed on my shirt, there was a magical Leopleurodon, which are pliosaurs, but also come from Plesiosaurs. And Chylosaurus, no, wasn't a dinosaur egg at all. Well, yes, it was. They didn't know that in 1958. Oh, there we went widescreen. But look, it's not a bird. See, it's got claws and I mean, it is, but birds are dinosaurs, right? So there it is, an Archaeopteryx painting of it. And I'm sorry I don't have the artist's name. And now that's the end of the book. So how big were they? Brontosaurus, 70 feet. Look at all these names that are, there you go. A little Rhamphorhynchus, small flying reptile, which was a pterosaur. Archaeopteryx was a theropod. So, I I'm going to quit using the word so much, as much. See, this is Ankylosaurus, which is why I had always said Ankylosaurus, but now I say Ankylosaurus because Anguillus is going to be Anguillus. But for the most part, they don't have Diplodocus, you know. Oh, I forgot to switch this. There we go. And there she is now. She is fascinating. Let's talk a little bit about Mrs. Ipcar. Yes, I did. She's got a whole Wikipedia page. We'll link that there. She's just fascinating. She lived to the age of. She died right after this book, or right around the same time this book was published. She lived almost 100 years, age 99. Started painting in. She did painted on the side for extra money, and started in 1939 at the age of 21. So she's done many books, and they don't even list this one in her collected works, which is just astounding. But Lobster Man, Main Alphabet, Hard Scrabble Farm, Bug City. I mean, those are probably fine books and lovely illustrations, but really, they're not dinosaurs, right? Am I right? All right, so there we have the back of the book, and then there's her signature, which is not even on Wikipedia. But they must have gotten it from her, and she must have known about this while they were doing it.
Hold it! Looks like there's been a big struggle around here. Cattle tracks go all directions. See?
No one has dared to come this far. Let's turn back.
You're too superstitious, Benoit. You're afraid of your own shadow.
Not my shadow, senor. It's the shadow of that cursed mountain.
Here is high adventure, and in the glorious and colorful Southwest. Starring Guy Madison as the courageous rancher who tried to solve the secret of Hollow Mountain, hiding place of a monster spawned in the dawn of time. He dared to ride where no man had ever set foot before. Patricia Medina, the menace of the beast, stood between her and the man she loved.
I'm getting married tomorrow. I do not want to be a widow or the wife of a murderer on my wedding day.
All right, my fellow agents, that is our book review for today. I do think it is a better book review than the original one. Once again, I'll link it here at the end. You can find it in one of the corners. I don't know which one. But tomorrow we will be starting a new live action series for the 60th anniversary of Ultraman. That will be Ultraman Mebius, which is also its 20th anniversary because it was a 40th anniversary celebration of Ultraman. Phew! But I love the show as well. It's such a beautiful homage, and it stands out. It's really good on its own. So, I promise I won't say that again. Oh, I need to trim that up a bit. Anyway, having said all that, I am X7. I'll be signing off and phasing out. And please always remember, the sun never sets on those who ride into it. We'll be seeing you.
A superhero from outer space has arrived. With powers beyond human imagination. The Mebius Infinity Beam. The Mebius Blade. The Mebius Punch. He is Ultraman Mebius and is here to protect our planet from gigantic monsters. And to defeat the deadliest of invaders. Prepare to witness the ultimate showdown. Ultraman Medias premieres 14th May at 6 p.m. on Sonic.